should know that by being a racing driver, you are under risk all the time. By being a racing driver means you are racing with other people. And if you no longer go for a gap that exists, you're no longer a racing driver. Because we are competing. We are competing to win. And the main motivation to all of us is to compete for a victory. It's not to come third, fourth, fifth, or sixth. Right?
Welcome out to New Hampshire Speedway here tonight for the RacinFreeks Xfinity Series. Should be a great race out here tonight as these guys are warming up, getting ready to take their qualifying laps. Paul, do we have the standings to go through?
For the point standings?
Yes.
I'm sorry, give me a second. I just closed it down.
All right. Still got 13 minutes, or a little over 13 minutes left in warm-up. See how many cars we got on the track right now. Got 14 cars on the track at this moment. Everybody getting ready to take warm up, get their best laps in, and get ready for qualifying here tonight. Should be a great race. We got one driver, Benjamin Nelson. Watch for him. He has 5 poles that he's won in RacinFreeks, and I think all 5 of those have come in the last 6 weeks.
Yeah, we got the points up here. We got Zachary Hall leading the points right now. He is in first place with Robert Moyer in second place. Brian Woods takes third. Brandon Mullen takes fourth. James Hackworth Jr. is in fifth. Tyler Conroy is in sixth. Nick Crawford gets seventh. Cedric Hunter is in eighth. Adam Chapman is in ninth. And David Everly is in 10th place. Those are your top 10 in the points. And right now, Robert Moyer Jr. is 44 points behind Zachary Hall, who holds first. Zachary has 2 wins and 1 pole showing so far in this season.
Now, if I remember from last night, they do run an open qualify, right?
Yeah, I believe they are running an open qualify, and they're running 150 laps here tonight.
So with that open qualify, I imagine you want to get out there and get your fastest lap as quick as possible to stay out of the all the other carnage that's going to be going on.
Yeah, that's the idea. They get up in the front, try to stay up in the front. Track position is key here. Although 150 laps, I don't think you really have to push it too hard, but the best place to be is up in the front. I think once the tires drop off a little bit, it's going to be, you're going to have to kind of use some aggressive patience here to keep yourself on the top. I think pit strategy is going to play key too here.
Yeah, if you, I do remember from racing this track, if you don't take turn 1 right, you can come out of turn 2 sideways.
Yeah, we seen that last night a lot in practice, coming out of the turn and getting into the throttle too fast, and the back end of the car coming around and guys going into the inside wall. That could be a big problem here tonight if guys aren't careful with it. It's really hard, though, because you get to feel like your car is underneath you, especially in the beginning before your tires go away. You have some grip, and there's really no warning. Once that grip goes away, man, you find out it really fast. I think it's going to be who can manage their tires the best tonight and stay out of trouble and try to keep themselves ready for the final ends of the race here. I think you're going to see a lot of 4-tire, full-fuel pit stops. You may see a couple of guys get daring and pull a 2-tire stop. I don't know how that really works out. If if you're not really having a bunch of long green flag runs, two tire stops won't be real bad. But if you take two tires, man, and we get into a long green flag run, that could become an issue for you. I think you'll find yourself from the front to the back pretty quick.
Yeah, the only time on this track I can think of that you'd want to take two tires is if you have like a short, maybe a 5-lap run where you want to get in and top off your tank. Otherwise, taking two tires here is such a risk. I don't know if it's worth the reward.
I think it's going to be how the race plays out. I think as a driver, you would see if there's a lot of cautions, or it seems to be, not really a long green flag run, you may take a chance on get two tires, betting on there'll be another caution sometime soon just to get that track position, and then hopefully go in with the rest of the drivers and get your 4 tires then. But you know how it is, it's a gamble. You can have a couple of short runs and then take your 2 tires, and next thing you know, you won't see another caution for the rest of the night. So, it's a gamble. You're going to have to throw the dice a little bit, especially if you want that track position, because you need that track position here.
Yeah, and we learned Thursday night in a different league that if you don't have new tires, you are definitely getting rotated to the back.
Oh, yeah. If you start up in the front and you don't go into the rest of them, even if you only have a few laps on those tires, your car's not going to be the same. It's like night and day from new tires to old tires here. You may hang on for a lap or two, but they're going to eat you up. And unfortunately, you're really going to be in the way, and that's going to cause a problem.
Looking at some of the times here, 2 guys we were watching yesterday in practice, they're at the top of the leaderboard right now for the practice laps.
Yeah, and if you remember last night in practice, I think one was 6.97 and one was 6.98. They were only separated, by a margin. And here they are now, 6.91 and 6.97. So it shows you the track's still about the same as it was last night when they were out there practicing.
Yeah, it'll be definitely interesting to see how much it changes throughout the race here tonight. And just for practice to qualify, you got a lot more cars out here, a lot more rubber going down on the track.
Yeah, and I see they're also they're running 60% fuel. So I wonder how many laps that's going to actually give them under a full green run.
I imagine that 60% is about the point when the tires will start to fall off and guys will want new tires anyways, so it may not affect them at all.
I think one thing is you're going to have to be patient. I don't think guys are going to want to go out there and just burn them up real quick, but it's hard. When that green flag drops, man, we all want to go.
Yep, but if you don't survive turn 1, you are done. Do they have a quick repair here tonight?
Yeah, they have one fast repair, what they got running on there. They have no incident count, so that's good.
150 laps, though. That if you get that, use that quick repair early, you may be in trouble later on.
Yeah, I was watching the race today, the Xfinity race on NASCAR today for a little bit, and you've seen a lot of guys getting into guys leaning on each other, going through the turns. Same thing when them tires gave out, man. Guys were just sliding all over the place. It was a handful. There were some that got to the front and some that didn't, but I got a feeling that's the same thing we're going to see here again tonight just by watching some of this warm-up.
I have noticed it's tough with New Hampshire and tracks like it with Martinsville. You have these short ovals, and you go into turn 1, you don't know when that guy ahead of you is going to brake, and you're used to braking at a certain point, and they brake too early, and then you're on the brakes trying to slow down quicker than you would hope to, and it makes for a tough race.
Yeah, or if you do like I do, when you got somebody on you, I'm afraid to brake in my usual spot because I'm always afraid they're just going to run over me and push me, and get me out of the way, or not brake in time and wreck me, and I like to try to be around for the end of the race. So I'm sure that's going to go through guys' minds when they have people on their bumpers. When I do brake, are they going to brake in time to not be able to run me over? but then it throws you off for your line. And at this track, man, rhythm is the key. If you don't hit your spots on, you lose so much momentum, and you can just open yourself up for, being freight train.
Yeah, we'll definitely see the top guys here tonight. You'll see them hitting the same exact spots and braking at the same exact spot every corner.
Yeah, just watch though. As soon as they miss one time, you watch how much time they lose, and how much momentum they lose coming out of the turns. Man, it's so valuable to concentrate, and with the cars around you, and trying to calculate fuel and pit strategy. You just take your mind off it for a minute, or take your eyes off it for a minute, man. You can put yourself up into the wall easy. That's one thing we don't want to do here tonight. You don't want to find yourself on the wall and under damage. A little bit of damage on the car, I don't think will really slow you down too much. But if you take a pretty hard hit to the wall and throw off the toe or something like that, I think that's really going to hurt you. You're going to have to go in and get it repaired.
I think hitting the outside wall is probably the best thing you can do here. You're going to hit a wall. You hit that inside wall and you are done for.
Yeah, it seems like everybody that hits that inside wall usually does a lot of engine damage.
And we got a new fast lap. I believe it is Benjamin Nelson. The guy who's leading in the pole right now. Most poles for the year right now. Benjamin Nelson has the quickest time on the track. He might be going for 6.
And he might be adding another one to that long list of poles. He'll have a good resume after this, huh?
It's not about where you start, though. It's about where you finish.
Yeah, you try to remember it's not always the fastest car that wins, but, when you're one of the guys that aren't really the fastest, sometimes it's a little disheartening coming in, but you just got to remember 150 laps, anything can happen, and you just got to keep a clear, level head about you, man. And even if you get a lap down, you got to know there's time to get back on. We've been in races and we've seen races where guys came from 2 laps down and pulled the top 5. So, the best thing to do is just buckle in, tighten down them belts, man, and ride it out.
If I remember right, the other night we had a guy who he would go a lap down almost every run we had, and he'd just stay on just long enough where he'd go a lap down, and then the caution would come out, and he'd get right back on that lead lap.
Yeah, it's something when you just hang on, especially with these long races like this. 150 laps, you don't think it's that long, but when you're in the car driving on this track, that could be a really long race, and if you get a little bit of damage at lap 40, lap 50, like you get a mindset that, it's over, my night shot, or if you go a lap down, you think, my night shot. But in reality, it isn't. I mean, you still have, 3/4 of a race still to go. Anything can happen. We've seen guys pull things out of the hat here like you wouldn't believe. I'm just curious to see, because I know these guys usually put on a really good race. They usually have very low cautions. I know their statistics are pretty good with their caution laps versus their race laps. So I'm really curious to see with a track like this how clean it's going to be. I've done some running with them in the past, and they got some real good drivers out here, real clean, really hard competitors. So I think we should be in for a decent race. I don't think we'll have very many cautions, to be honest with you. I'd be surprised if it is.
It is a tough track, though, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple cautions here and there. And, it takes a special breed of driver to do these short tracks.
Yeah, short tracks are not one of my more favorite, although I try to force myself to drive them a lot more, because I know once you get good on the short tracks, a lot of the other stuff seems to tune in better too, but it's just really hard. It's a really hard thing to get down and pace yourself.
Just about 20 seconds left in practice. Benjamin Nelson still holding on to that fastest lap here. It's actually 0.8 over Brandon Mullen.
Yeah, I'm just looking through the list now. A lot of the times are very close. And it looks like they're getting ready to roll them over.
All right, we're rolling to qualify. And 5 minutes open qualify has begun. Brandon Mullen already on the track, trying to get a time in as quick as he can. And a couple more guys filing onto the track now.
Yeah, you want to get out there quick. You don't want to be stuck behind anybody, because if you got a good run going and somebody misses their line a little bit and you have to slow up for it, man, you only get 1 or 2 shots at it to get that time up there. There's nothing more frustrating than being behind somebody and having them slow you up when you're trying to put down a hot lap to get that pole. You'll see guys sometimes stop on the pits and try to wait, pace it out, so when they come out, they're not in the crowd. All right, we have Mullen posting a time now. Oh, Zachary Hall beats him out with a 29.591.
You know, one of the drivers we were watching last night during the practice run, Skinner, I believe he said this is his first race here with RacinFreeks, so it'd be great to see him get a good qualifying time out here, and he was sticking up with Brendan Mullen and Zachary Hall last night, so it'd be nice to see him get out here, get a nice time under his belt, and get a nice finish out here for his first race.
Yeah, he was doing a good job last night in practice with them. These guys was it Zachary Hall and Brandon Mullen? They were pretty close in time. He was just a little bit behind him, but he was holding his own. I think if he just settles in, keeps an eye on his tires, and sets himself up for the long run, I think he'll do okay.
Zachary Hall still holding on to that pole position.
If you look at the times for the top 4 right now, they're real close. And then you'll probably have some guys that won't qualify, that would rather start in the back and let things pan out and see how it's going to go, because you don't want to get wrecked so early. And I know a lot. I'd rather try and qualify and see where I start off with and take a chance than to go in the back. I'm always nervous being in the back. Seems like when you're in the back, when things happen, you always end up getting caught up in it. You know, you're trying to be safe about it, and you end up caught.
We got more times rolling in now. I was about to say we only had 7 guys taking time, but I now see we have 14 with time.
We have 16 drivers here right now so far tonight.
What's going on, Sam? Thanks for stopping by.
I'm watching some of the lines that they're doing. You can see a lot of guys are running at like 1.5 groove up from the bottom, trying to get out straight, going down the backstretch.
Yeah, I know for a fact that bottom line going into the corners is not where you want to be.
Yeah, especially as rubber gets put down. You see guys get down to the bottom, the car just wants to break out. I was watching the same thing today on NASCAR on the Xfinity Series. Guys were getting down too close to the bottom. It looked like they were going to be able to make the pass, and all of a sudden the car just got wiggly on them, and all that work they did to try to get a spot ended up going back.
Did you see who took the pole? Benjamin Nelson.
They just took him out again. He wants that pole. I see we got Jeff Glockner out here tonight too.
And I believe we have 3 drivers that haven't taken time yet. We have 13 with time, 16 on the track tonight.
I want to start in the back.
And that'll wrap up qualify.
Oh, Benjamin Nelson grabs the pole. Zachary Hall has second. Brandon Mullen has third. Nick Crawford has fourth, and John Jones has fifth. Good times for the top 5.
Just to give you a little heads up on Benjamin Nelson, his last pole was last week, July 9th at Kentucky, and this will be his sixth pole win.
Well, I'm ashamed to say this year I don't have any poles or any wins, so I'm sure that's got to be something he's got to be happy about. I know I'd be happy to be able to say I got 6.
We're waiting for
the competition's getting tougher.
All right, we got the grid coming up. Let's go through the qualifiers. Your pole winner here tonight, Benjamin Nelson, with a 29.586. Zachary Hall will start second. Brandon Mullen coming in third here tonight. Nick Crawford will start fourth.
Got some nice paint schemes going on out here tonight, too.
Yes, they do. John Jones will start fifth. Corey Harridge will start sixth. Cedric Hunter will start seventh. Shane Adkins in eighth. Jeff Gilmore in ninth. Jeff Glockner in 10th. Do you want to finish out the field?
Gonna tighten them belts and get ready to rock. 150 laps.
You want to finish out the rest of the grid here? Starting at 11. All right. Tyler Conroy will start 11th. Michael D'Amico will start 12th. Ivan Jones, I believe, was our first non-qualifier. Will start 13th. Bob Skinner, 14th. James Hackworth Jr. in 15th. And Robert Moyer Jr. in 16th. Pretty good field out here tonight.
Hey, sorry about that if I stepped on you before. My volume must have went all the way down. I didn't realize it for a couple minutes. I didn't hear anything, and I said something ain't right.
It's all good. I was asking you to finish the grid. I took care of it.
Thanks. I was like, how come I don't hear anything? And then I realized what happened. That happened to me the other night during the race, too.
And they're rolling out.
All right, looks like everybody's set. Everybody's out here.
Those front 2 cars are definitely the cars to watch here tonight. Who was our points leader?
Zachary Hall.
Zachary Hall in second. Should be a great race.
Looks like the lights are off. Getting ready for race number 14 at New Hampshire. Pace car is in, and we are green. Here we go, New Hampshire, boys. Looks like a really good start.
Zachary Hall is trying to push Benjamin Nelson down to that inside line. Gets a run on him and actually gets ahead of him.
Yeah, he really made it stick good there. Got single file for the top 4 and 2x2, 6 on back.
There will definitely be a lot of battling those guys behind the front 4.
It's like a lot of the drivers are starting to get single file now and just going to see how their car feels so they know which way they want to go.
Now, do you think Benjamin Nelson is just playing Zachary Hall here, or do you think Zachary Hall will start saving his tires?
I don't know. He might just be figuring, he's got 150 laps. Maybe just let him ride it out behind him for a little bit. I know I would, if I was Benjamin, I'd ride behind him for a while, just let him see me in the mirror, maybe try to get him to overdrive his line.
It looks like the 46 of Shane Atkins already got a little front fender right front fender damage. Looked like he rubbed against it. We got a car spinning. We got our first caution of the night. Who was that? I believe it was the 6.
Yeah, number 16, Robert Moyer was involved in that.
All right, let's ride along with Robert Moyer here as we have our first caution of the night. Take a ride along here with Robert and see what happened to him.
Oh, I see.
We had a couple cars spinning.
I see a little contact between the number 3 and the number 9 of Tyler Conroy, and Conroy went up into the wall, and that just collected a bunch of other drivers.
And we got a couple guys staying out. It looks like the front 4 or 5 stayed out. And Robert Moyer does make it into the pits with that blown engine.
So we only have 6 laps on the tires, but I think you're going to see the guys that come in and get 4 tires are going to be able to stay with these guys, or maybe even pass these guys within a few laps. I know from what we've experienced, the tire drop off and the new tires are a night and day difference.
All right, well, these guys don't have a ton of caution, so let's go ahead and do our trivia question for the night. Who was the last NASCAR driver to lead every lap in a NASCAR Cup race? I know we talked about this earlier, so don't give away any of the answers.
I was surprised at the answer.
We'll have to get the answer later on in the race. If we don't get another caution, we'll definitely have it at the end of the race before we end the broadcast here tonight. It looks like we're on 1 to go.
Lights are out and they're doubling up.
Now, do you think Zachary Hall will return the favor here and try to pinch down, or Benjamin Nelson? Do you think Benjamin Nelson will return the favor and try to pinch down Zachary Hall?
It's kind of tough. I think Zachary picked the outside lane, yeah.
All right, they're back to racing. It's green.
Benjamin got a good jump there on the start. Up to see he's trying to hold it down in the bottom to get that little wiggle, and look, they give Zachary the advantage going down that backstretch.
Had one car tap the wall there. Oh, we got a wreck, 89.
Another one.
89 at Corey Hughes. Or Herrings.
Oh, it looked like he was trying. It looked like he
He was
saw the car in front of him.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to get around the 3 there that tapped the wall and slowed down and just didn't have any space to get around him.
Yeah, the 3 of Jeff Glockner looked like he hit the wall, and it looked like he went to go turn left to try and avoid it, and his car just broke out from underneath him. It's a tough break right there.
We were talking about this before the race. I mean, these tough tracks, you don't know how many cautions you're going to get. Just because your league doesn't have a lot of cautions doesn't mean you'll get a lot of, or doesn't mean you won't get a lot of them here.
And he took a hard hit too. I see a bunch of guys involved. It looked like the number 3 of Jeff Glockner got up into the wall and got stuck to it, and just as the 89 car went to go past him, Glockner came off the wall, and that kind of really pinched him 3 wide with the 82. And then from there, it was on. He got hit by the 3. The 3 got hit into the 46. And man, what a lot of damage. Now, does everybody come down the pit? If I was in the front, I would come down.
I don't think you're on live. We had a lot of guys coming down pit road.
Yeah, for some reason, I'm not seeing the pit. I can't tell who came in. I was back watching the replay because I wanted to see who all got collected up in that. That's a tough break, lap 11. I know a lot of guys had to use that fast repair, so hopefully they'll be able to keep it clean and keep their car around for the rest of this race there.
Whoops, just lost my overlay really quick. All right, and we're back out. The front 4 have not pitted.
Top 4 have stayed out.
Top 4 have stayed out.
All right, so we have Zachary, Benjamin, Nick, and Ivan. So from Cedric back in 13. Let's see how this pans out. 11 laps on the tires.
All right, pace car dipping back in. Let's go back racing. As Zachary Hall is going to bring him to the green flag, and we're going again.
What a push by Nick Crawford, man. He really tried to get Benjamin moving there.
You know, I'm really surprised. The top 4 have yet to pit, and yet they are consistently pulling away from some of these guys. Now we got a 5th car mixing in with them.
Yeah, we don't have too many battlings going on in the back. Seems like a lot of guys went single file now.
It looks like Nick Crawford's starting to, his tires are starting to give on him. He dropped back a ways there. I believe he's in 7th now. He's in 6th.
Oh, we have a 3 wide battle going on now with the 9, the 46, and the 78. 9 went down low, took it 3 wide, and came out ahead of 46.
The 9 was the car that spun it on that first caution. So he definitely used that quick repair and got out there to try to get back out and get up towards the front.
And the 78 of John Jones, he just scraped the wall a little bit. He's on the outside of 46. Shane Adkins. And they've been going back and forth battling for a little bit now. But he got a little bit of right side damage. He only scraped the wall a little bit. I don't know if that's going to really hurt him or not. But they got it sorted out now. It looked like they all went back single file. Zachary Hall leading.
Ivan Jones has been moving his way up the field. He's now sitting in second.
He's in second, but he's got some company behind him with Benjamin on his bumper.
Yeah, the 36 of Brendan Mullen is right behind them.
Benjamin took it a little bit high up the hill there that time. Well, not really a hill, but kind of a slight hill.
I just lost the whole track. Oh, we're back. Okay. Sorry about that. Lost the track for a second.
That's probably what some of these drivers are thinking now. They want to lose the track.
Yeah, I know some of the guys that I've heard racing this track have said, let's just fill it in and turn it into a pool.
We have Tyler Conroy pulling it inside, and he's trying to make it stick, but he just couldn't. He has to get him back behind again. Oh,
he's back in the wall.
And he loses another position. John Jones, number 78, was able to get past him on that one. Oh, but he's coming back. He's going back on the inside. He's trying to make that inside line work. Is Jones going to give him the room, or is Jones going to fight him?
Makes it around him.
Looks like Jones kind of let him go by. I think Jones is thinking it's too early to really push it that hard. We have Ivan Jones. He's got a mirror full of Benjamin.
Just to give you a heads up, Corey Harridge, the 89 car, has taken it behind the wall. Jeff Glockner is back on the track 2 laps behind.
Well, if you see what Zachary's seeing right now, Zachary's watching these two guys in second and third fight it out, and he is moving away from them. He's creating a big distance between second place, and I know he wants to see these guys keep on fighting, because the longer they fight, the further he can spread. And with these guys, second and third place, Ivan Jones and Benjamin fighting it out a little bit, is allowing another driver to get into it. Brandon Mullen, he's starting to pick up the pace and catch them now. He's going to join this party. I seen Benjamin take a look to the inside like he was going to go for it.
Oh, Zachary Hall's loose coming off of turn 2. He's locking him up. We're going to get a caution here. Nobody else is going to hit him, luckily. And I went to watch him going onto the backstretch and saw him start to lose it there.
Wow, it looked like everybody got by good.
Yeah, nobody else was involved.
He got lucky on that one. That could have been an end of a night right there. You guys did a good job getting around. Yeah,
looks like he drove it down just a little too tight and lost it.
That's what we seen last night. Guys just getting back in that throttle too soon.
Yeah, we were talking about that before the race. That turn 2, it's tricky.
Well, Ivan Jones is bringing them down. They're all coming to pit road now. See if we get any 2-tire takers, or we're going to do a 4-tire and fuel. I know if it's me, I want 4, I want fuel, and I want to get out.
You know who this really helps is the 3 of Jeff Glockner.
Yeah, he should be...
He'll be 1 lap down now.
Yeah, I see 4 tires going on Ivan Jones, and he's heading out.
It looks like Brandon Mullen will come out third. Ivan Jones is your leader here right now.
And we have number 23, James Hackworth, coming down pit road. And looks like, is it number 32?
Is Nick Crawford a lap down? Nick Crawford's running in third. The number 8 car.
I was just trying to see who was in the pits.
23. 23, and I believe Jeff Glockner also went to the pit after his waiver round.
So now 23 is going to give up that third place spot for that pit. And
Yes.
I think he's got another plan in mind. And Zachary Hall will take it to the end of the line.
Oh, we got 2 guys up here. We did not see running top 5 laps, I believe, in practice. And Ivan Jones and Nick Crawford now up here.
And look at 4th place, Cedric Hunter. And 5th place, Jeff Gilmore.
I think that shows just how important tires are here. As these guys, these guys pitted more than the guys that were up front before them.
Yeah, you get that false sense of security for a while on those tires. I mean, those top 4 were doing good before they went in. But you see, it just goes away with no warning. And the lights are out.
Let's see how long they can hold on as the pace car dips into pit road. Ivan Jones will bring him around, turn 4, and we have the green flag. As they're going 3 wide, turn 1. And it looked like the 8 of Nick Crawford backed out of it before they could take it fully 3 wide.
Yeah, I think he's thinking it's too soon for this. But he's coming back on the inside. He's trying to get underneath Benjamin. While all this is going on, Ivan Jones is setting sail. Oh, we have a little contact between Tyler Conroy and Michael D'Amico. They make a little contact going into the turn. Nothing really bad, but just a little bit of door rub there.
Tyler's already got a bunch of damage from hitting the wall earlier in the race.
We got Robert Moyer moved up into the 6th position, running the inside line right now.
He's got the 46 of Shane Atkin on his outside.
Shane Atkins and Bob Skinner right behind. We got a little 3-car tango going to start off over here. Robert's not giving up, taking that inside. He gets a good run on him right there. Can he get in front of him now to complete the pass? Yeah, he got it. That's a good pass right there. We have Zachary Hall on the outside of Michael D'Amico. He seems to be going backwards. I don't know if if he did something with the tires. It doesn't look like he has any damage to the car that I can see.
And it looked like Jones got into the wall a little bit there. And remember that Zachary Hall did have the spin on that last caution and was cycled to the back of the pack, so he's got to work his way up.
He seems to be moving through pretty good. Hopefully he'll pace himself now. I think he's realized that you can't really push it that hard. That false sense of security, man, is really bad. We know you got a fast car. Now it's time to keep it clean.
If you look back up towards the front, Benjamin Nelson's putting the pressure on Ivan Jones, and I believe we had a pass for third place.
Yeah, I'm watching Cedric Hunter in fourth and Nick Crawford in third. Looks like Nick Crawford keeps peeking to the inside, like he wants to get around the 13 there.
And I have to imagine that Benjamin Nelson's just sitting behind Ivan Jones, letting him. We got a spin? The 36 of Brandon Mullen. No caution.
No yellow.
Ivan Jones is still leading it, though.
Brandon Mullen, yeah, the rear end just came out real fast and he hit the inside wall really hard. He got a lot of nose damage.
I think we'll see most of our accidents coming off of turn 2 tonight.
And if you look at Ivan and Benjamin, they're really turning up the heat. Benjamin is all over the back bumper of Ivan. He's giving him a miracle. I know he's trying to get in his head and make him mess his lineup, but Ivan's doing a good job holding him off. He seems to be pretty consistent running his line and not letting him really push him, but man, he is all over his bumper. Benjamin is not giving up. I know it's really hard to concentrate and hit your marks when you have somebody all over the back of you. So many things go through your mind, but Ivan's doing a great job right now holding him off. He's putting another lap down, keep on scoring laps led. You can see in 17, Benjamin, how close he gets to his bumper, almost like he's going to push him into the turn, and then I think he's letting off just a little bit, and then he catches him again.
I don't know if you're seeing this, but it looks like Benjamin Nelson is almost taking it high, going into the corners, arcing it down, and trying to get underneath Ivan.
Yeah, he looks like he's trying to diamond it almost. I think he's hurting himself more by doing that, though, because he keeps losing a lot of time coming off. If you watch Ivan, Ivan's going in pretty steady. He's rolling it through and just going right back out.
Ivan hit the wall there.
That's what he was waiting for.
Benjamin Nelson will take the lead.
That's just what Benjamin was hoping for. Give him enough mirror and make him lose concentration and take his eyes off for a minute. Open up that door.
And, right behind those two, we've got a big pack battling back here, trying to get up into third position.
And from sixth place on. Oh, and the number 57, Jeff Gilmore, slides it up high. Robert Moyer is going to get underneath him. I don't know if he touched the wall, but he came really close to it. He took that turn really high. Looks like Robert Moyer is underneath him trying to complete the pass. And Robert's going to bring somebody else with him, too.
The 9 of Tyler Conroy. Right behind, or right next to Robert now. And I almost think that Robert being on that inside is starting to hurt him.
Yeah, he's going to burn his equipment up really quick because he just lost those 2 spots.
Oh, we got a spinner.
Tyler Conroy spins and the caution is out. He doesn't hit anything, though. Looks like he just broke it loose.
Taking a ride along with him. Yeah, he just pinched it down a little too much there.
Jeff Glockner should be the recipient of the lucky dog, and he should get back on the lead lap. That's good news for Jeff. And if Jeff gets the wave around, they'll all be back on the lead lap with only 1 car out.
I keep losing everybody on the track. They're right back, though. All right, coming to pit road. And we have 1 car stay out. The 23 of James Hackworth.
Glockner gets his wave by. Hackworth stays out. I don't know. That's risky.
Yeah, that was a nice green flag run by these guys here. You know, the thing I have noticed about this league that I have to admire, and actually Benjamin Nelson does get off pit road before Ivan there too. The thing I have noticed about this league so far, the cautions we've had, we had 1 caution that involved multiple cars. Other than that, everybody locked it down and everybody was able to get out of the way.
Yeah, that's good when guys do that and they don't let it roll in front of everybody else. It'd be nice if everybody would start doing that, and it would definitely save a lot of other drivers. I mean, you make a mistake, you spin or whatever, lock the brakes, stay out of the way. Oh, looks like he did come in. James Hackworth did come in and gives up that first spot. So that'll put Benjamin back up in the front.
All right,
and
let's take a look at our top 10 actually right now and see how far they've come. Benjamin Nelson started first here tonight, has led 7 laps, and has currently scored his first. Ivan Jones started 13th, led 17 laps, and is currently second. Cedric Hunter started 7th, hasn't led a lap yet, is currently 3rd. Nick Crawford started 4th and is currently in 4th. Jeff Gilmore started 9th and is 5th. Zachary Hall, who started 2nd place tonight, has led 19 laps and is 6th, so he's making his way back up the field. Robert Moyer started 16th and currently sits 7th. John Jones started 5th and currently sits 8th. Bob Skinner started 14th and is currently sitting 9th. Pretty good showing for Bob on his first race here at RacinFreeks.
Right, and lights are out.
Shane Atkins rounds out our top 10. He started in 8th and is currently sitting in 10th place.
And we have all the cars back on the lead lap, with only 1 driver out. That's Corey Herridges. And look at your first 2, Benjamin and Ivan. And Benjamin takes the outside lane, which I think is a good move. The inside lane is really hard. And we are getting ready to go green. We are green. We are on the way. They both get a good start. See, with that outside line, it's so much better going into the first time. Benjamin goes. He's got Nick Crawford behind him holding second. And we have a side-by-side for third and fourth.
Zachary Hall making his way back up the field.
He's not giving up, is he? He's on the inside there, just on the outside, trying to hang on. And you have Ivan Jones on the inside. He's making it work right now, but you don't want to spend too much time down there fighting. It looks like the 13 of Cedric Hunter will clean that fourth spot.
And look who's back in second place, Zachary Hall.
Nick Crawford's got another mirror full of Ivan Jones. Looks like Ivan's going down for the inside, try to make that pass. So you just can't carry that speed into that turn right there.
I mean, Ivan has spent so much time on that bottom line. You almost have to imagine those tires are burning up too quickly.
Yeah, see, he's going to have to tuck in behind it. If I was him, I would just tuck in behind and try and ride it out a little bit longer. Intimidate him in the mirror. Look up front. Zachary Hall has caught Benjamin. It looked like Cedric Hunter got a little bit loose there. I don't know if he got into the wall, but he had a big wiggle, had a moment there.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of right front damage.
Yeah, he may have touched the wall on that one. I caught it at the last minute. I seen him kind of wiggling across the track. Looks like we got the 16 of Robert Moyer Jr. getting ready to make a pass on the inside, or try to. He's over there with John Jones. He keeps peeking on the inside of Jones like he was going to go underneath him. I think he thought better of it, though. And we have another battle going on back here with the 9 of Tyler Conroy and Brandon Mullen. Side by side with Conroy in the inside.
I'm surprised this pack has stayed together as long as they have.
And if you look right in front of Conroy and Mullen, there's another 2x2 battle going on. Oh, they separated. Got a lot of side-by-side action.
And I don't know if you looked up front recently, Zachary Hall is closing in on Benjamin Nelson, and those two have taken off from the rest of the pack.
And he's going in the inside now, going to try to make that pass. A drag race into the turn. It looks like the 17 of Benjamin has a little bit of right front damage.
He may have clipped the wall there earlier, and that may have been what caused Zachary to catch up to him.
Yeah, his right front fender has a little bit of damage on it. Look at it, they're almost even coming down. They're giving each other a lot of room, so that's good. I think Benjamin knows that inside line isn't really great, so he's probably trying to give him as much room so they both don't wreck each other.
That was close there. I mean, it looks like Zachary Hall has got the advantage coming off the corner, and then just the run that Benjamin's getting is getting back ahead of him before they get to the start-finish.
Well, you know who's liking that? That's the number 13, Cedric Hunter. He wants those guys to keep on doing that because he's reeling them in slowly.
Oh yeah, the past couple laps he has taken off about a fourth of a, or 0.4 of a second, and he is making that time drop even more.
These two side by side, somebody's gonna have to give. Yeah, but Zachary's going to have to be careful here because this is what happened the last time. You start putting heat in those tires on that inside line, and you know your car's hooked up, and then without any warning, it just breaks free on you once the tires give up. This is a good battle here, though. I'll tell you what, he's trying hard. Looks like he's in front of him right now.
It looked like Hall got a little loose coming off that corner, started to wiggle, and Nelson just let off and let him ahead of him.
Yeah, we're only at lap 60. I mean, you know, how hard do you want to go? You want to be around at the end. And we have another battle here between John Jones and I believe Tyler. Tyler will take the spot.
Robert Moyer's right there on his inside, though.
And if you look at Benjamin, he's not too far off. He keeps coming back, giving him a little view in the mirror, letting him know I'm still here.
And those guys are starting to put more time back on Cedric Hunter.
It looks like Robert Moore is going to go for an inside look on John Jones. John Jones takes it a little bit high. Moore is going to try to take advantage of it. Oh, and Jones into the wall. He keeps it going, though. That's going to allow Brandon to get by with a lot of nose damage. Brandon's car has lots of nose damage from that earlier wreck.
Yeah,
and that's also going to bring by Bob Skinner's looking on the inside now.
We've got a lot of cars out here right now with a ton of damage.
One good thing with this track, the damage, as long as it doesn't throw your toe off and you don't really have anything hanging out, you can still drive the car. You don't have any engine damage or the toe's really knocked out, so it's not that bad. I know you want to try to hang on to your fix as long as you can, or not waste too much time in the pits getting it repaired. So it's a little bit of an advantage, but it's a handful to drive. You know you want a good handling car on a track like this. With a little bit of banking that's here, you know, with a car with damage, you feel like you're driving on an ice skating rink. And that is not what you want for 150 laps. We got Shane Atkins looking to pass Nick Crawford on the inside. They are side by side working it out. Yeah, that inside, he's doing a pretty good job hanging on to it. You want to hurry up and get that pass done, though. Let them tires cool back off. Looks like he's got it. Looks like we make him out. Oh. Boy, Nick Crawford got a good run back on him coming out of that turn.
Robert Warrior tucked up right behind him, and so does the 36 of
Brandon Mullen. Yeah, the problem is they spent too much time on that inside line, man. Once those tires heat up, if you can't get that pass done and you keep on trying, man, when you finally do get moved, you just move so many spots. You're better off if you try to make that pass. If you can't get it done right away, tuck back in line, let the tires cool off, and wait for another shot. It's so hard, though, when you're racing. You see that opening come, you know you want to get that position. It's really hard to have that kind of control. But if you look back up front, Zachary Hall's got a nice lead on second. And then from second to third place has a real long gap. And then third to fourth is Ivan Jones and Cedric Hunter. And looks like they're going to get themselves together here in a little bit.
And
Guys are doing a good job.
I have to imagine we might see a green flag pit stop here.
And we got John Jones and Bob Skinner going side by side now, with Bob Skinner on the inside trying to make a pass. John Jones holding on tight on the outside, man. That outside line gets that run coming off. It seems like going in, the inside line can grab it, but they have to let off. And that outside line, man, look at him just get wound up and almost a half a car length again. And you know how it is when you're the guy on the outside and you see that car on the inside of you, you really don't want to let him by. But in the back of your mind, you're thinking, man, if he breaks loose, he's coming up and taking me with him. See, he may have it completed this time. Looks like he's got the advantage over him. Yes, he completes that pass, but it's not over yet.
Benjamin Nelson closed up on Zachary Hall for a little while there, but it looks like the gap is starting to extend again. And they are about 4.5 seconds ahead of third place.
Yeah, third and fourth place are starting to heat up now. Looks like Ivan started to try to take a peek on the inside of Cedric. He had a good run there. I think we should start seeing some pit road action pretty soon. They're getting a little bit spread out right now.
Coming up to a 5.5 second lead between the front two and third place.
We have a 3-car battle going on right now between Brandon Mullen, Shane Adkins, and I believe it's Jeff Gilmore. Jeff Gilmore lets them two go by. He takes the inside line, but it's not over yet. Because here goes Shane Adkins, was looking on the inside. He's really trying to get by Brandon.
I have to imagine Brandon's hoping for a caution soon because he needs to get that front damage fixed up.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He's probably hoping if he's got that fast repair, now would be the time to use it on this next pit. "76 laps in the books." Tyler Conroy, 5th place, starting to come into the picture here now. He's getting closer to Ivan Jones. They have a couple car separation between the three. He's looking to advance another position here.
And I did see we had the 62 of Michael D'Amico. Thank you. He has taken his car behind the wall.
That's too bad.
So we have 14 cars on the track. 2 of them are 15th and 16th are out.
Well, Tyler Conroy's not giving up. He's got 5th right now, but he wants 4th. He gets real close, and then I don't know if he heats his tires up or thinks better of it, but he kind of drops back a little bit and then comes back for the attack again. And it looks like Cedric drove it up a little bit high that time.
Ivan's in a tough spot. He wants to defend his 4th place, but he's also going to try to get around Cedric.
Oh, and almost a little bit of contact right there. Like Tyler Conroy was giving him a little bit of the nose to the bumper. Let him know, "I'm here, buddy. Let's go." And you see who's back there watching all this? Robert Moyer. He's like, "Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead." He's just watching the 3 of them. He knows something's going to come up of it. He's just going to reel them in slowly, let them burn them up, and he'll probably sail right on by.
And if Tyler Conroy locked up his brakes going into that corner.
He got past Ivan. He's working on Cedric now.
I don't know if you're seeing this, but he's locking his brakes every corner trying to get around Cedric.
Yeah. I don't know if that's going to be such a great idea, but it's working right now. He might put all that effort in to get in front of them and end up giving it back. And look who's creeping closer into the picture. They are side by side still.
These guys battling back here, though, it seems to be hurting them as they are just rolling back from the top 2 almost to 10 seconds now. And Tyler drops back to 5th.
Yeah, he had to be hurting his tires because he just gave that position back that he took. Oh, he's going back after Ivan again. He's going to try it again. And look at Moyer. Robert Moyer Jr. He's in that picture now. Here he goes, going to take a peek on the inside. They love to see the battles going on when you're trying to catch some cars in front of you because you know that they're so busy battling, you can just come right in. And just from running this track, you know, when you're battling like that, your tires just want to give up. You can't battle like that for long without your car giving up on you.
Do we know when the last caution was? Because these guys are running a lot of laps here under green flag conditions.
And my stuff's not working. It's not showing me anything, just names. Oh, we got green flag stops coming now. We got Nick Crawford and John Jones in. Gilmore's in. Four-tire stop. Well, you've seen them start coming in. There should be more coming down the road.
Yeah, I'd imagine we'd see our top two, Zachary Hall and Benjamin Nelson, coming down pit road anytime now.
Yeah, you don't want to stay out there too long. Even though they've gone a lap down, they have fresher tires. They start eating you up, and then you make your pit stop. You'll lose so much time. And it's so hard to make it back, especially if you stay under green flag conditions. We got Zachary and Benjamin still fighting out first and second, with Zachary in the front.
There's now a 12-second difference between second and third. So these guys are literally pulling away from the rest of the field. And if this keeps up the rest of the race, I wouldn't be surprised to see these two guys lap most of the field.
And it looks like Glockner is one lap down. They passed him a few ago. And look at this, you have the 13 of Cedric. The 53, well, you have Tyler, you have the 53 of Ivan, and Robert Moyer. All four cars all still bunched together. They're single file, but they're not letting anybody get away.
Yeah, this battle for third is definitely the biggest battle on the track right now. And, you know, if we get a yellow flag here, or a caution, anytime soon, as there was a little bit of contact there by Tyler Conroy, if we get a caution here, that 12-second difference between second and third is gone.
We have some pit road takers. Let's see who they are.
46 of Shane Atkins. I think we'll slowly start to see those guys come into the pits now.
Shane Atkins and Bob Skinner just leaving the pits now. And you have Cedric Hunter in. I'm sure he's going to do a four-tire stop. Yes, you have four tires going on. We have Benjamin Nelson coming in.
I'd imagine we see Zachary Hall coming in here shortly.
Let's see if he has a fast repair left to use. No, I don't know if he has one left, but he did not use it.
And the leader's bringing it to pit road.
Brandon Mullen is in. Jeff Glockner is in. Zachary Hall's in.
And your current leader is Tyler Conroy, who was involved in the first accident of the race, has worked his way back up to the front for now. I imagine those guys on fresher tires wouldn't be long before they come up here and take over as Tyler Conroy's coming to pit road.
And Ivan Jones is back down.
Robert Moyer getting a lap let in. Hasn't Cedric Hunter? Oh, Cedric Hunter might be a lap down.
Yeah, it's showing him first car lap down.
Robert Moyer's deciding to stay out. He's got a pretty good gap on between him and second place at the moment. Benjamin Nelson is actually just under 16 seconds behind him. So you imagine he'd want to get in the pits as soon as he can, try to get those tires before he loses a bunch of time to these guys.
Yeah, once they eat you up like that, you go in, you just lose too much time. Unless he's just hoping for a caution to come out, but the way they've been running right now, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Just watching Robert Moyer in the stock car experience.
He's coming to pit road.
I believe that's their series sponsor is the stock car experience at Pocono. I don't know if anybody's had a chance to do that. I got to do that years ago. Tell you what, that's a dynamite thing. That's one of the things you need to check off. Let's see where he cycles back out.
Benjamin Nelson should be our leader.
Yeah,
Benjamin Nelson and Zachary Hall. Zachary Hall is already getting really close to Benjamin. Now you got cars cycled through the pack, some lap cars, some lead lap cars. Everybody fighting for positions, and we got a little bit of contact with 36 of Brennan Mullen and the 3 of Jeff Glockner.
So Glockner got sent up the hill on that one. He lost a ton of speed. He saves it though. Moyer gets by him. Oh, we got a car down on the inside. I believe it was the 36 of Brandon Mullen was down in the grass.
That was a tough break for Brandon. He's already got a lot of damage on that car.
Yeah, it looks like he just lost it going around the turn and into the inside. He didn't hit anything, but he was cut through the grass and back out on the track. But he's got a lot of front end damage on that car. You can see it now. It doesn't want to turn. And the leaders are coming up on him pretty quick right now.
Yeah, Zachary Hall is starting to close in on Benjamin Nelson. I'm starting to see Benjamin Nelson definitely has these guys in the short run, but Zachary Hall has got this car locked down for the long run.
Over 103 laps into it. It's almost go time.
You know, with Benjamin Nelson and Zachary Hall this far ahead, it has always impressed me. These guys in a fixed series being able to come in and dominate like this just shows you the driver ability that these guys have.
We got Tyler Conroy right now getting ready to take second place away from Cedric Hunter. Third place from Cedric Hunter.
Oh, Cedric hit the wall.
Stays out on the track. No caution, no spin. A lot of damage though to the right side.
And Zachary Hall's trying to make the pass on the inside.
Oh,
caution's out. Where did we got the caution? Do we see the caution anywhere?
I've seen it. I couldn't get the car number off it.
Let's see if we can find car that was involved. Nobody towed it.
Cedric Hunter.
Cedric Hunter. Alright, let's take a look to see if we can see what happened to Cedric.
Wow, just coming out of the turn, he just whips it right around. Doesn't hit anything, but whips it right around.
Yep, just pinched it down a little bit too much there.
Keeps it off the walls though, so that's a plus.
Alright, let's take a short commercial break here. We'll be right back after the RacinFreeks commercial here.
You should know that by being a racing driver, you are under risk all the time. And by being a racing driver means you are racing with other people. And if you no longer go for a gap that exists, you're no longer a racing driver. Because we are competing. We are competing to win. And the main motivation to all of us is to compete for a victory. It's not to come third, fourth, fifth, or sixth. Right?
Alright, and we are back. Robert Moyer is scored as the leader here. Let's do a rundown of our top 10. As the pace car lights have gone off, let's go through the top 10 real quick. Robert Moyer will be your leader. He has led 6 laps here tonight. Started 16th at the very back of the pack and is currently leading. He has decided to take the outside on the restart. Benjamin Nelson started first, currently is running in second place, has led 30 laps here. Zachary Hall started second, has led 53 laps, most on the track here tonight, and is currently sitting in third. Tyler Conroy started 11th, currently sits fourth. Ivan Jones started 13th, currently sits 5th, and we got to get back on the track because we are going to go green. As they come around turn 4, pace car will dip off, and Robert Moyer Jr. will bring him to the line. It's green. We're on 41 to go here. Benjamin Nelson has taken the lead for the moment.
Yeah, he got it out there pretty quick. Moyer's giving him heat, though. He's not going to give it up that easy. But look who's coming on the inside. Zachary Hall trying to get around Moyer. And Moyer's able to get out in front. He'll take second for now. We got some mixing it up going on back here.
And I was saying before the green dropped, Robert Moyer went from dead last at the start and is currently sitting in second place. And it looked like Benjamin Nelson got a little loose there and tapped the wall.
Oh, did you see that move Tyler put? He just snapped it right around Moyer. Crawford gets by. Moyer. Oh,
Moyer's in the wall. Able to collect it, and he is going to keep it on the track. Lots of right side damage, though. Right back into the wall.
We got 10th place Bob Skinner on the inside trying to make something happen here.
Top 10 finish here for Bob Skinner. I think he'd be happy about that, but the more he can get, the better. You know, like we were saying earlier, this is his first run here, so the best finish he can make tonight, and the biggest impression he makes on these guys in the rest of the league, and he'll know he's the guy to watch out for.
Yeah, especially on a track like this, to have it be your first race is really tough nut to crack. Because anything can happen over here. We got Shane Atkins being challenged by Mullen. Oh, Mullen's going sideways. Does he save it? Yes, he saves it. Wow, that was a moment.
That car has been through so much damage tonight. I'm surprised that he is still on the track.
He was getting ready to make that pass. He went drifting through that turn, man. He saved it. That was a great save. But he lost a ton of spots. Puts him back in 10th right now. And Nelson's got a good lead going on right now. He's just setting sail. He's got to just focus, not worry about what's behind him. Hit his marks, and if his spotter tells him that the guy's getting closer to him, then start worrying about it. But right now, I would focus my attention to the front, hit my marks, and just go. We're getting to that point now where, track position is going to be everything, and you can't afford a mistake this late.
And, we've seen from other drivers in other leagues, guys who are fast on this track, but are fast on a lot of tracks where they'll hold off until the final 40 laps before they start to put the pressure on these guys.
Yeah. You think they're in the back for a reason. They're having struggles or something. Next thing you know, man, time to go. There they go. I had nothing but struggles, so I'm not one of them. And we have a spin. Mullen down into the inside wall. I think that is going to do it for him. Nope.
He's still rolling.
Still rolling.
Not very quickly, but he is still rolling.
Yeah, I think he's taking it into the pits. He may end up taking it behind the wall now.
Yeah, it's definitely been a tough go for him out here tonight.
That nose damage is just too hard to overcome. We got the 57 of Jeff Gilmore sticking pretty close to Moyer right now. Going a little, he gives him a little love tap, like trying to push him out of the way. Just buried that front nose right into the back of Moyer's car, like, okay, buddy, move it or lose it.
Yeah, with 30 laps to go, I think we'll start to see a lot more risky moves by these guys.
And that's a battle for sixth spot right there. Looks like Marlon's in the pit, sitting, maybe getting some damage repaired because he's been sitting there for quite a while now.
I think Benjamin Nelson tapped the wall. It looks like he's got a little bit of damage, and Zachary Hall caught up to him. Not completely, but made up some time. And see that damage on Benjamin Nelson. He's got pretty good right front damage.
He's looking through the field now to see where everybody's at. I know we have Benjamin Nelson running first. Zachary Hall's running second. Tyler Conroy is in third. Ivan Jones is in fourth. Nick Crawford is in fifth. And Nick's going to have a little company with Robert Moyer in sixth place in a couple minutes.
And you got to know Ivan's looking in his rearview mirror, seeing those two coming up on him.
If you look at Nick Crawford's car, it looks like he's kept it pretty clean. Same thing with Robert Moore, he's kept it pretty clean. Saw a little battle going on, but they must have straightened it out before I got there. It's like John Jones and Bob Skinner going back and forth a little bit. I think they settled it out though. Jones grabbing 9th, Skinner grabbing 10th.
Looks like Bob's gonna try to get back to the inside eventually to get around him there.
Yeah, they were doing a little bit of side by side there. I don't know if he heated his tires up and he had to back off a little bit, but I think he's gonna cool them off and go try to make another run, especially this late in the race. Now's the time. If you have anything left, now's the time to start putting it out. What does it bring me back? The wheel or the trophy, right? Or the wheel or the flag?
Exactly. And if this green flag run keeps going on, Zachary Hall has slowly been reeling in Benjamin Nelson. You have to imagine it'll be a good finish if they can keep it green.
Yeah, he's got that long run car. It seems like can just sit back a little bit and watch for a mistake, keep the pressure on him, keep Benjamin moving. Benjamin will have to keep on watching. When you're behind the leader, it's always easier because you can just run your line and kind of just float with it. When you're the guy in front, you're constantly looking back to see if you're gaining or losing. You're watching around. You're not really paying attention all that much. So mistakes come quick. Then you got Tyler Conroy in third. He's quite a ways back, though.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of separation right now on the track between all the positions. I think the closest battle we have going on right now is with the 13 of Cedric Hunter, the 46 of Shane Atkins, and I believe that's John Jones and Jeff Gilmore. Or no, that's Bob Skinner, not Jeff Gilmore. As we're now on 19 to go. Now, I don't think these guys can make it on the fuel.
I didn't see. Did everybody come in on the pits?
Everybody, I believe everybody came in. But still, I don't know if you can run 40 laps.
Here we go. We have a pass. Jones on the inside. Oh, but we have Shane Atkins coming back again on the inside doing a crossover. This is for 8th and 9th. Jones takes it up just a little bit too high. I think it's going to give him the advantage.
Oh, he hits the wall.
He's going to have to take it easy a little bit, let them tires cool off to make another charge.
And here it comes. It looked like Jones got a little loose coming off that corner.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to sit in line now. I think that's all I got. Nelson's still out front. Zachary still got him in sight, though. Moyers moved himself up into 5th place. Jones taking 4th. Conroy 3rd. Now Zachary Hall and Nelson just caught a lap car. I think it's going to be the Benjamin's advantage because I don't think Zachary's going to be able to get around him as easy as Nelson just did. That's going to put some more space in between them, I believe. It ain't over, yo.
13 laps to go, coming around at 12. It looks like we still got a pretty good battle going on back here with Bob Skinner, Shane Atkins, and John Jones.
Yeah, they're not giving up. Every position counts, you know.
It's all about the championship.
You got Jones in 10th, Atkins in 9th, and Skinner in 8th. And I know he doesn't want to give up that 8th spot. He's going to try to hold on to it. He'd like to see these guys get into a battle behind him, and he'll be able to sail off. He's actually putting some space in between him and Atkins right now.
Yeah, I was just going to say that he is starting to pull away a little bit from them.
I think Atkins is busy trying to hold off Jones, and that's taking his concentration away from it because it looks like Jones is going to get him in a couple of laps.
We're on 10 to go, by the way. And Zachary Hall, it looks like he's catching him in the corners, but it does look like Nelson's getting a runoff on the exits. We got 9 to go. Let's see if he can make up that deficit and get ahead of him.
Well, now's the time. If he has anything, this is it. He definitely got it, reeled him in a little bit closer. Just don't know if he has enough there to get it. He's going pretty wide. You can see he's trying to widen out that turn a little. And if you look, Skinner has really put a lot of space in between Atkins and Jones.
Yeah, I think the best thing that could have happened for him was Atkins and Jones battling it out back there, slowing each other down, giving him some space to run.
Yeah. That's something you always like to see in your mirror. Especially when you're getting this close to the end and you're trying to hang on to that spot. You see them guys battling out, you're just like, yeah, go ahead, battle it out, guys, I'm going. Zachary still has him in his sights, but I just don't know if there's enough time. This will be interesting to see if he's got something and he's just hanging on. You know he'd like to get up there and give him a little mirror full and get his concentration off, make him drive it in just a little bit too hard.
We're on 5 to go, and back and forth they go with the distance. I mean, it almost seems like Nelson is just baiting Zachary Hall, letting him get closer, and then just putting the distance between them.
I'll tell you what, those two have been together for a while during this race. And we still have Atkins in front of Jones, and Skinner still got a good lead on them, so he might lock up that 8th place position with no problem. Looks like Jones just went into the wall again, but he managed to save it.
Did I miss something? Because I've got 3 laps to go, and it seems like Benjamin Nelson let up a lot. Do we have a caution?
Unless they ran out of time. Yeah, no. There's time remaining for you. They must have ran out of time.
Mind checking that really quick? That white flag came out on lap 5 for him.
Yeah, the race was 1 hour and 25 minutes, and I believe they ran that time up before the end.
All right, so your winner here tonight, Benjamin Nelson. And we'll see if we can get a word with them in just one moment. Until then, let's get another word from the Racing Freaks commercial.
You should know that by being a racing driver, you are under risk all the time. By being a racing driver means you are racing with other people. And if you no longer go for a gap that exists, you're no longer a racing driver. Because we are competing. We are competing to win. And the main motivation to all of us is to compete for a victory. Is not to come third, fourth, fifth, or sixth. Right?
All right, Zachary Hall, this is Paul in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you guys. How y'all doing?
Good, good. Hey, congratulations on your second place finish there, man. What a run tonight. We watched you putting the pressure on. We seen you up there leading. We seen you get into a little bit of trouble back there too. And man, to see you come charging back from the end of the line back to a second place finish here is amazing. How was your race for you? How did it feel?
Well, that was a tough race, definitely. I got to the lead there at the beginning. I was definitely happy about that. I spun out leading, but was lucky enough to come back through the field, and it was hard passing though, definitely. And I kind of got lucky with some of them cautions, getting on the outside of restarts. It just worked out in my favor. Me and Ben were pretty close in speed wise, but it was a really fun race. It was really really fun.
Yeah, we were watching when the first couple cautions came out. You top four stayed out, and we were talking to each other, saying, "Boy, I don't know. I think we only had 11 laps on the tires, and we were saying, I think I might have went in, but you guys were holding on, and you were doing pretty good. I mean, we saw you take off, had a good start and all, but man, when we saw you spin coming out of that turn, I just thought to myself, wow, no warning whatsoever. But at least it really didn't kill you starting in the back. You seemed like you took your time and got back to the front, man. What a run. We saw you guys practicing last night, and we saw you and Ben were pretty close together there. But I guess you guys just ran out of time to get it done. We were debating whether or not you had enough to catch him on the end there. What do you think?
Well, I kind of messed up. I think by I was trying to catch him there after we got through on that restart, and I tried a little bit higher line that Ben was running, and I think that kind of threw me off till the very end. I started going back to my original line where I was running more in the middle, and I felt like I was catching him a little bit right there, but my tires were already too much. It was hard though, definitely to catch him because we were very similar in speed. I feel like.
Yeah, that's what we thought. We were really wanted to see this come down to the end and see if you had anything for him. But hey, second place here is nothing to bark at, man. I take that in a second, and I'm sure this has to help your points lead. So congratulations on your second place, man. Anybody you want to thank?
I would like to thank, first of all, the admins in our league. They do an awesome job. And secondly, I want to thank you guys for doing an amazing job broadcasting this race and sitting here with us and watching us go at battle. And I got a few buddies probably watching right now. I'd like to shout out to them. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry I couldn't get it. I tried. I'm sweating for it. I promise you that. But it was fun, especially for the first time at New Hampshire. So can't complain about second and points lead. Y'all have a.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be glad this one's over. But great run, man. Second place. Congratulations. And go celebrate, and we'll catch you next week.
Tip for you guys. Have a great night.
Is Tyler in here?
I do not see Tyler in here. We're going to go ahead and pull our race winner in, Benjamin Nelson. And I can't even find his car on the track right now. But let's go ahead and pull him into the booth. Benjamin Nelson, you got a copy?
Indeed, I do.
All right, man. You started first out here tonight and finished first. You had a pretty good job up there, battling, keeping Zachary Hall just enough distance away. How does it feel?
Oh man, it feels great. This is one of my first races at New Hampshire. I've never actually competed in a NASCAR race here. I've only done Indy cars, so this was a pretty good experience for me.
All right. We also see this is your first win since Iowa, so I imagine this is a nice break of pace. I mean, it's been just about a month since your last win, so I imagine that's got to feel great too.
Yeah, I had a string of bad luck the past couple of weeks, and I kind of got into the wall midway through the race in this race, and I'm glad it didn't hurt me. So it feels pretty good this week.
Now, we were also talking before the race during qualifying. You were able to win the pole here tonight, and this was also I believe it was your sixth pole, and I believe you've had now 6 in the last 7 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, some of my friends call me Rocket Man, but I don't really think I'm that fast. I seem to have a knack for qualifying. There are some people that are just way better than me, though. I know that I'm not the best.
It's all about practicing. It's all about hit that line, right?
Execution is everything. It really is. And I almost lost it at the end of the race there. I got super wrecking loose off the corner.
All right. Is there anybody you'd like to thank? Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to Cedric Hunter in the I believe he's in the 13. He helped me a lot in this league. He's got me into it, and I'm really glad that he's a good friend of mine. He's helped me a lot.
All right, man. We'll go out and celebrate tonight. You got the win here, and I imagine it'll help you a lot in the points race.
Oh yeah, thank you so much.
All right, and with that, we'd like to thank everybody who came out tonight. Great race out here. Well, I believe we had 13 cars on the track at the end. Actually, let's go through the results really quick here. Benjamin Nelson is your winner here tonight. Zachary Hall will come in second. Tyler Conroy in third. Ivan Jones finishes fourth. Robert Moyer battles from the back of the pack to finish in the top 5. Nick Crawford will finish sixth. Cedric Hunter will finish 7th. Bob Skinner has a great finish, finishes 8th. Shane Atkins will finish 9th tonight. John Jones will finish 10th. And Paul, would you like to finish out the field?
Yeah, you have Jeff Gilmore, who will take 11th. James Hackworth Jr., he'll take 12th. Jeff Glockner with a 13th place finish. Brandon Mullen, who had a really good car, got some damages done. He'll take a 14th place finish. Michael D'Amico, he'll take 15th. And Corey, I believe Heritages will take 16th place. What a run, guys. They did a great job. And congratulations to the winner, Benjamin, on taking that, man. Good job, guys.
And with that, once again, I'd like to thank everybody for stopping by and checking out the race here tonight. Tuesday night, we will have the Southern Motorsport Truck Series live on Arctic Broadcasting on YouTube and Arctic Night 92 on Twitch. And we will also be here next Saturday when we will be back with RacinFreeks. I don't have what track they're racing. Do you know what track they're racing, Paul?
No, I don't right here in front of me. I don't see it. Let me look on their schedule. I don't see it up. I believe the next one will be Indianapolis Oval.
All right, so that'll be a tough track once again for these guys. Um, so once again, we'll be back Tuesday night with the Southern Motorsport Truck Series, and Saturday night with the Racing Freaks Xfinity Series at Indianapolis. Until then, thanks for stopping by, everybody. Have a great night.
Have a good one, people.
You should know that by being a racing driver, you are under risk all the time. And by being a racing driver means you are racing with other people. And if you no longer go for a gap that exists, you're no longer a racing driver. Because we are competing. We are competing to win. And the main motivation to all of us is to compete for a victory. It's not to come third, fourth, fifth, or sixth. Right?